Circumstances always wants to cancel Perry.
It's not a good look. Women don't respect it. Kind of makes me look like a bitch. I like it.
No, Skip was a really big indie guy too, man. He was a lover of many books, including anything by Maxwell Prince. A great Ice Cream Man collection and everything by Maxwell Prince, omnibuses and rare editions and all that stuff. Man, rest in peace, both of those guys, man. It's a shame. It's just something that you just think about how all this that we love, all this community, in this community. All the comics and everything, it's just ephemeral, it's just like we are, we're here temporarily, and it makes you appreciate the time you have here.
That's very true, but also I've been thinking about how long we've been here. You've been here longer than I have. I've been here for 3 years. These people that I've known online exclusively, I've known them for a long time online now,
Yeah.
And I've just been really reminiscing on how affected I've been by Skip and Empire, these people who are not directly involved in my lives, but I'm still super affected because they're part of this community that I love so much. And it's nice to know that they exist even when they're not in my circle, in my vicinity. It's nice that they're out there, and they could be. Skip wasn't here every Wednesday, but might be here, and that was super cool. And I'm realizing how much I really do appreciate this community, how much I need this community, how much it means to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of good people in it.
Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill. I don't have anything burning in my heart this week, so I don't know that I really have a monologue. I did post a reel today from when I appeared on Darth Lopez's Bagged and Unfiltered episode 1. If you haven't been checking that show out, guys, definitely check it out. Brian McClay from Beyond Wednesdays was on last night. And it was a pretty good show, and some homies jumped on at the end of it. So it was a great show. Definitely go check that out. I had a good time watching it. But I posted a clip on Instagram from my interview on there. And TN Comedy, now I think he's TN Games or something. TN Games and Comics now. Asked the question, what's the solution to drama? And so that leads me to our poll question here. Which I'm kind of surprised by the results of this poll question. I asked the question, comic book drama ruins my day. Option A, yes, I'm highly affected by it. Option B, nah, I got real problems. A surprisingly high number of, yes, I'm highly affected by it. 42% of you say that you're highly affected by comic book drama, which is crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I talked about it in the clip. Like, for me, the drama, the human interactions, this is all just normal shit, guys. Like, anybody who spent any amount of time online has had, this drama. If you've been on a Warcraft guild, as Swaggle commented on my reel, said Warcraft guild's the best preparation possible for this comic book drama shit, and he ain't lying. Like, petty little squabbles among members of your guild, people fighting over loot, fighting over PvP, all kinds of conflicts. I run a 30-man college football dynasty right now. I got to deal with flare-ups where people can't schedule their games, or maybe some guy is mad about the way the other guy's playing. It's just part of it. And so the idea of getting all worked up about it is just, it's over my head. I don't understand it, especially when it's like, I don't know. I guess for me, this is just like I said in the reel, this is like a side thing. It's not It's not that serious. There's a channel that talks about shit about me constantly, calling me out my name. Like, I don't care, man. It don't matter. So I'm really shocked by the poll results, but I think I guess I shouldn't be, because you see it in this community. A lot of folks care a lot more about this stuff. They don't have fun with it like I do. I kind of have fun with it, laughing at people. Like, I just don't take it seriously, and I think that probably turns a lot of people off to me, and that's fine, because you should be turned off, because I am who I am, and I'm more than willing to suffer the consequences of being who I am. So I'm okay with that, but it's just, to be a 30, 40 plus year old adult and to care that much about the dumb shit that happens is great. It's all fun and games to me, and I think, Darth Lopez is the same way. It was like, some people are like, oh, I can't believe he did that, and we're like, he fucking did that shit's hilarious. It's not obviously lines can be crossed. I think Sticky crossed lines. I think when he's talking about people's divorces, talking about calling them drug addicts, calling them criminals, there's lines to be crossed, but for the most part, it's just not that serious. We all have lives to get to, and this is just something that should be for fun. And so I think if you're one of these people that says that it highly affects you, then you should be one of the people that avoids it at all costs. You should be one of the people that doesn't click the links when you know what it is. You should be like my friend Beckerman, who, if we are in the Discord and we start talking about any kind of drama content, he quickly leaves. That's how you should be if it affects you that much. But I see so many of you that you seem to be one of these people saying, yes, it affects me so much. But then I see you in the comments. I see you in the streams. I see you in the live chats. I see you plugged in to all of it. And it's like, I don't understand that. And I'm a little hostile to some of these people who kind of turn their nose up at the drama like they're better than it, but they're plugged into all of it. It's like, are you better than it? Are you sure? Because you're here with me. So that's really my only rant. Like, and it's not really a rant, just an observation that I've been online for almost 30 years now, and conflict online is just a part of the equation. It's, human interactions. People are going to disagree. People are going to fight about things. But for me, like, some people say, oh, your favorite color is green. My favorite color is black. Fuck you. It's like, for me, it's like, your favorite color is green. My favorite color is black. Okay, yeah, let's move on. There's these things where, like, I feel like there's these crazy lines that we draw in the sand over silly fucking things. Like, oh, you think Green Lantern sucks? All right, fuck off. It's like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But that's really all I got. Like I said, I'm loving Darth Lopez's new show. If you guys aren't plugged into it, Bagged and Unfiltered, he's having quite a nice turnout, especially considering his sub count. He's definitely out punching his sub count. Biggie and I were having a competition on the most viewed episode of Bagged and Unfiltered, and Biggie crushed me. He had that Niobe effect. I didn't get it, so I lost. But it'll be interesting to see. Now we have the competition of Biggie and Brian. Can Brian catch up to Biggie's numbers? Will we have a new champ, or is Biggie gonna remain on top? But all right, link is in the chat if anybody wants to jump on and shoot the shit. Let me get to the chat here. We'll see what we got going on here. We had my homie Steve White in here early this morning when I first posted it. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the voice. We got Kevin, Entropy and Comics, in the house. Check him out. What's up? We got Not, a comic burner account, which I'm hostile to the burner accounts unless you give me money. So he gave me money. He's cool with me. Thank you so much for coming through. Not a comic burner. You're cool with me. GT Key Comics is in the house. What up, GT? Appreciate you coming through. My Discord brother, Benny Compton. My Discord brother and troll, Chaos and Comics. What up, Chris? TM Nerdy is here. Chaos going over some books. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe not. It's kind of a whack week, really, on FOC when I went through it. But we'll see if the homies want to talk about that. We got TN Games and Comics, formerly known as TN Comedy, but he started a new channel here, and he's focusing on obviously games and comics instead of just the comedy channel. Instead of trying to mix it with the comedy channel. So definitely plug into the homie if you haven't done that already. Oh, and we got an appearance from my comic book dad, Lorenzo. Check us out every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we will talk New Comic Book Day and New Comic Book Day next week. And maybe we'll have a Kickstarter guest. We have our first guest for the show tonight, T and Nerdy, one of the Discord homies, man. You've really acclimated yourself to that Discord life. TM, any thoughts on your time in Discord with us, and anything to say to the people that might think about joining?
Okay. There's been a stigma that all it is that we talk shit about things and talk shit about people, and that's so far from the truth. Because most of the time it's like talking Pokemon cards, or
Oh my god,
me and another guy watching like cartoons, we're watching movies, we're watching TV shows. We're just hanging out and talking about nerd stuff. That's what we do on the regular. That's why we're here. That's what happens on the Discord. Not usually shit talking anybody except for Marcus.
It's facts, dude. Facts. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like we don't ever talk about the drama. We definitely talk about the drama in there. But I'm a little Darth keeps calling it a whisper cell, and I'm pretty hostile to that, because anybody who's asked me for an invite to it has gotten an invite to it. So it's not this closed off thing that you guys can't join. You're more than welcome to join. We hang out.
It doesn't mean you don't whisper when they get there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's actually no whisper cells on my server. There's no private rooms. Everybody can see every room except for the gambling degenerates room. I did hide that because I don't want non-gamblers in there talking their shit. So I did made that hide, but everything else is wide open. No secrets in my server, but anybody's more than welcome. If you are interested in joining, hit me up on Instagram or anywhere that you can. I'll be happy to shoot you an invite. And we usually rotate between 90 server, my server, Perry's server, and the other servers we go to. Yeah, we switch between servers each day, but we're usually in one of them every day hanging out. Now, obviously, we're working, so people are coming in and coming out. But it's just a nice place to kill some time and hang out with the homies and stay plugged into the community and to plot plot against our enemies.
Plotting.
Drew, what up, my man? How are you doing?
Man, I ain't got no time for no Discord server.
You ain't never in there with us no more, man.
Yeah, I like to do other things, like
not
talk to people. I like to isolate. You know what I mean? I've got whisper cells, but I only talk to the voices in my head.
What up, Ian? Strang Dogs Comics in the house. What up, my man? Heartburn, that's the worst, man. My brother from across the pond, DVH, is here, and I'm always so appreciative of you taking time to hang out with us, DVH. Thank you so much for coming through. My homie Caroline, aka Lady Fantastic, is in the house. What up, Caroline? Good to see you. These hard ass drama kings are pussy. Ooh, TM, man. Whoa. Who is this guy?
Whoa.
Who is this? This guy went from unfriending me because of too much drama to being intricately involved in the drama.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, a couple of months, I was like, yeah, fuck this Marcus guy and all this drama. No, it was more of like what I was going through at the time. But now I'm like in a good headspace and I'm good place. And now I'm just I call out shit when I see it, I guess. It's not really drama.
Yeah, I mean, you can call it what you want, right? But it is good to see. Hopefully you can stay there, man. Hopefully you can stay strong, and hopefully you and Roscoe can get back on Between the Lines, man. I know a lot of folks that missed that show, man. So hopefully you guys can bring it back for us. I know my comic book dad Lorenzo really enjoyed that show, among many others. So hopefully we get that. Orgies, more drama or orgies. I vote for orgies, please. I got bigger problems.
There's always
like
some drama at the orgy. I mean, sometimes people feel left out.
I don't know. I've never been to one, but I'm interested. I don't know if my wife is
less
down,
interesting than you'd think.
I bet it is. Make sure not to
Remember
shave.
your first time at Comic-Con when you were like, "This is amazing," and then you were like, "Oh, but the smells."
My homie Dark Tag 007 Timmy is in the house. That's one of my college homies, also one of my video game homies. He is not affected by comic book drama because he is not plugged in to the comic book drama. What up, Tim? Thanks coming through. Shit stays on my mind all night, but I keep going over and over about a situation that happened. Yeah, I get that impression about you, TM. Hopefully that daily stoic is doing you some good, man.
Yeah, I've been checking. I followed him under your recommendation, and I've been enjoying what he's saying.
Yeah, dude, it's good stuff, man, and it's just really about controlling that mind space, man, because it's entirely under your control, and that page really focuses on making sure you know that hey, you make these decisions at every point in time, you know. So I really enjoy it. What the hell? Okay, orgies are going crazy. TM's a Beckerman guy. No surprise by that. Everybody is. People are gonna bitch to bitch. It is, and it's okay. Like we don't have to get mad about it either. You know, people are, let people vent. Speaking of WoW, why is the mount called Invincible 1 if you can see it? Because it's not invisible. I'm guessing it's invincible, which is a different word. I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't played Warcraft.
The same word. You don't know.
Are they? I haven't.
What are you, an English major?
I sold my account in 2008, so I have not played Warcraft for a very, very, very long time. Level 60.
I never played Warcraft.
No, level 70 was the highest level when I quit.
I got crazy into a game called City of Heroes.
That was a fun game. I played that one too.
I played the fuck out of that game, and then City of Villains came out, and then my daughter was born, and I was like up all night long playing City of Villains instead of being a dad because I was a great guy.
Oops.
Yeah. I mean that happened. That was like that took over my life for a minute.
It was a fun game.
In City of Villains.
What was your hero's name? My hero was Black Cleric.
I had so many heroes that I couldn't tell you, but like the first one was called Drew Manchu, and that's just and he was a blaster. You know, it's kind of looked like Justice from the New Warriors.
Hell, I missed
that was a fun ass game. A lot of cool lore.
We need a new cool MMO, right? I feel like we haven't been dropping MMOs like we used to.
I mean, they don't really work the same way that they used to, and all these live service games started taking over that space. So
the microtransactions is ruining gaming, I think.
I mean,
go ahead.
You mean you can either play for free or you can invest in as much as you want. So these games are making way more money, the ones that are successful, and you're paying way less for it if you don't choose to invest fully in it. Now you can play Marvel Rivals and get the full experience without skins, without battle pass, without emotes. I mean, there's enough meat on the bones of that game to play it over and over again with the bare minimum.
Evil says, for me, YouTube is to interact with people talking about comics, stories, pop culture stuff. Definitely ain't searching Drama Hawks hashtags, and I'm not drawn to any of the petty fake stuff, which I definitely respect that. I am drawn to it. I think it's humorous. I think it's funny. I'm an asshole. So I am. But I know that there's many of us that feel this way. And that's the thing is like YouTube, and I said this before, like YouTube is whatever you want it to be. You have full control. So if you don't like any of that dumb shit, then be like Evil and problem solved, But I do like the dumb shit.
You can turn it off if you want, but like there's a reason why Jerry Springer got ratings,
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And that's the thing.
Trannies, that's why.
And that's another thing that like kind of goes over my head with people is if you look at any other genre, whether it's sports, whether it's cooking, I'm sure, gaming, drama is in every single section of YouTube,
It's also, that's why they have dramatic movies and dramatic TV shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just weird to me that
get
people
into the makeup tutorial world. Those girls are vicious with each other, I'm sure.
We got Sleepy Reader.
I ended up, I don't know why I watched it, but I watched the Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Those girls are crazy.
All girls are crazy, bro. No offense.
I don't suck you
to any
though,
of those
Damien.
crazy ladies out there.
What is going on, Fatty Boom Batty? I don't know what that sentence means.
He doesn't suck Damien.
We got Phil Art in the house.
Hopefully
What
somebody
up,
else
Phil?
does for the sake of Damien.
My homie Beckerman is in the house. What up, Beckerman? Hopefully we can figure out this Thunderbolts thing. I definitely don't want to wait till Saturday, but yeah, we definitely.
Dude, I just checked and it's getting like it has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's good.
Huh. The marketing quickly shifted from this isn't the Avengers to it's better than the Avengers. It's fucking awesome. Like I saw an ad that was literally Disney paid to put on the TV in quotes. Fucking awesome. I mean, it was censored, but like it fucking better be good at this point.
I hope so.
My expectations for this thing went from like a 6 to a 9.
Yeah, my expectations have shot up because of Rotten Tomatoes, definitely. So I really hope it's good. The MCU needs a good movie, man.
Yeah.
We really need one. I love John Walker, U.S. agent, so I'm super excited. I don't like that I haven't seen him much in the trailers. I haven't seen a lot of the trailers, I don't think, but he has not been a prominent figure, and he should be. Damn it.
Well, I think I really like the fact that they leaned into Sam as Cap enough to give him his own movie. I don't think that movie was good by any means. There are very enjoyable things about it, but I liked the Sam Wilson and Bucky team up in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I think that this seems like it's carrying over a lot of that, and also a lot of the Black Widow stuff, which underrated fucking flick in my opinion. I think the timing of that release was what really hurt that movie, but I think the Black Widow was really good. So they're going to take the things that are good from both of those properties and smush them together. I'm going to be a fan of it, I'm sure.
Really good is doing a little too much, but it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be.
What, Black Widow?
Don't think. Yeah,
it's a really good movie, man.
I really enjoyed it because like it gave us Yelena, who I think is the biggest reason why I'm going to Thunderbolts. But I am kind of upset because I want Kate Bishop and Yelena back together because I feel like their dynamic is just outstanding.
Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed it.
We'll see what they do with it.
What up to Czars? I believe this is a first appearance, right? Czars, is this not a first appearance?
On your channel, probably.
Yes, that's all that matters. Who gives a fuck about any other channel? First appearance on FOC and Chill from Down Under. My homie Czars. Any thoughts this week? We're talking drama. We're talking Thundercats. Anything you got on your mind?
What?
We haven't talked Thundercats yet, but when
Thunder,
when we want to get to Chitara, I'm in.
Well, let's be all honest with each other. It's going to be by the end of it. It's going to be the Dark Avengers.
Let's hope so.
Of course.
I hope so. So Phil points out my shirt, Freddy's Barbecue Joint. Does anybody know what this shirt is from? Does anybody recognize this?
A barbecue restaurant?
No, that's not it. Anybody?
Some movie, I'm assuming.
Oh, isn't it my Five Nights at Freddy's?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Is that a Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Nope. Did someone say orgy? What up, CJ? Good to see you, my man. Virtual orgies.
It's probably going to be something stupid, isn't it, Marcus?
I didn't think
probably.
It was
probably something that's killing the children related.
I mean, I bought the shirt, so I didn't think it was stupid.
Grand Theft Auto.
When we get to the bottom of the chat and no one guesses it, I'll give it up. Let's see. Like the clothing, not the YouTube short. Damn, I already missed. What is AR? Here we go. Well, I'm in a bad place and I'm picking a fight with John's Comics with Kids. Nice. I don't know shorts. Okay, AR's in here with jokes.
Nice shorts,
what up,
John?
What up, AR? Good to see you, my man. And yeah, John has graced our presence a time or two in the Discord, which we're always appreciative of. And yeah, it's a great way to kill some time. Yeah, if you're just
John appreciates your banter more than he does the hard effort of his children while they play sports.
I'm sure that's not true.
What is Discord?
There's many things that have been said about me, Phil.
That's a good question.
You know, Perry's never even played Settlers of Catan, but it is a great game. I like to play this game. I play it on PS5 if anybody ever wants
I've
to
never
get
played
down.
Settlers of Catan.
It's a social
It's
app.
fun. It's a really nerdy game, but I love it. Fish Cat Collectibles in the house. What up, Chad? Just get a job where you throw people around all day. It's a great drama release. You know, Chad, when I hear you talk about your job, I don't get the impression that it's a great release for you. But
Ragdolls and young sluts.
maybe I'm not hearing the right stories. Someone say Justice from New Warriors. It
I
always
actually
goes back
did.
to
I
New
did.
Warriors.
There was a Justice from the New Warriors reference on this episode of FOC and Chill.
You know, Beckerman's not gonna miss that. I had a cat named Yoko. I had a car named Yoko. I think he meant cat. Okay. The fish cat
Maybe-
all day. It's
maybe
like,
he
stop
had a cat
resisting.
and a car and
Stop
they both named
resisting!
Yoko.
He just, I don't know, it's just he liked the name, so he just stuck with it, and everything's Yoko.
What up, Couching and Slouch? And my homie C Bizzle gracing us with his presence. Check out him in the Council of Comics. Thanks for coming through, my man. Bleecker Street Comics. Check him out every Sunday for Bleeckers or Church with Reverend Bleecker. Always a good time over there. My nephew spends so much money on their hockey video games. It's crazy. Video games, really? I haven't played a hockey video game in a long time.
There's like you know how Madden does Ultimate Team?
Yeah.
You can buy packs.
Oh.
Yeah, they do it for the NHL games too.
That's such a money sink.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
Chell,
the Ultimate
Chell is
Team stuff.
such a fantastic game, man. That is like it always. I feel like Madden takes back steps, and then
Every
it'll
year.
progress, and then it'll take a back step, and then it'll progress, and it'll take a back step. So it's like every third year, Madden's pretty good. I feel like,
if that.
Well, I mean, it goes in cycles where like they'll take things away and give you little tidbits back, and they'll make things better, and then some things will get worse, and they'll overcorrect. They do it with all these iteration games. Like it's a real big problem in like the WWE games. But I think that the NHL series is more consistent than any of those series.
Well, digging in basement. Nice. You mean my basement on Discord?
Oh no. Wellbore's been finding treasure in his basement and been posting it all on IG.
Oh, well, now I need to go check that out. That's what's up. Like comic book treasures or some kind of other?
It's comics and toys.
What up to 80s guy, my flavored whiskey brother? He says, what does he say? Leave the drama for the women. That's a little misogynistic, isn't it? Oh my goodness gracious. I think we all are into the drama. I don't think
we need a little bit more misogyny in this world here and there. Everybody's a little too soft.
No, Drew.
Look, man,
no.
I get in my feelings. I be crying sometimes, and I'm not as embarrassed about that shit as I should be. I should be way more embarrassed about that than I am. And I think that we all need to nut up. I think the world needs to nut up.
I think there's more dramatic men than women, to be honest.
These days.
I think it depends. I think it can go both ways, definitely.
They said it. Alex Jones told us all, man. They put it in the water. They're turning the frogs gay.
They're turning the frogs gay. We got a couple comics in the house.
Give your balls a tug.
Give your balls a tug, bud.
Damien said I saw. Oh, Damien. Drama for women, whiskey for men. Flavored whiskey, 80s guy? Huh? It doesn't look like anybody's getting the joke, but this is Freddy's barbecue joint from House of Cards, guys. House of Cards.
Someone did mention that on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they did. I haven't got
a show about rapey politicians.
That was a great show until it wasn't, and then I didn't even watch the last season of that show.
That gas station that blew up. They blew up in that show is like literally right down the road from where I used to work. And one of my regulars when I was bartending, she was a makeup artist on that show. So like it was close to my community.
Starship Troopers. That's a hell of a guess right there. Damn it, which I still need to watch that movie. All right.
Would you like to know?
Oh yeah, damn it, you do.
You've never seen Starship Troopers?
No, I haven't.
Turn this stream off and watch it now.
Yeah.
Any play the actual
Dean. Oh man.
Yeah, the board game.
Is it streaming on anything right now? Like we could. That's another thing we can do in Discord, guys. We can watch Starship Troopers to make sure Marcus watches it.
What up?
Make sure we hold him at gunpoint.
Is that Mrs. Sicko right? Is this Mrs. Sicko right here?
I think so. By reading that I think she drug Sicko out to go shopping, and he is mortified that he has to miss tonight's show.
Well, thank you
Well, you
so
know,
much, Mr. Sicko, for taking care of that man. I don't know what he would do without you.
put an earbud in, give him the phone, and give him a little slow drip.
Dang, all right, Benny got it. Hell yeah, Benny. You know what's up. Yes, House of Cards. That dude ends up getting screwed over by Frank. I love drinking with it, trying different setups. So are they talking about Pokemon? I'm not sure. I missed that one. If you ever see a dude when he gets sick, total. Okay, this is true. This is very true.
Hey, I'm sick.
I don't understand what it is because my wife will get sick, and she'll take it like a champ, and then I'll get what she had, and I do not take it like a champ, dude. I'm a big ass pussy, dude. I don't know why I'm like that, but it's very like that's a cliche that you see, man cold. For me, that shit is real.
See, I don't ever get sick, so when I do get sick, I get knocked the fuck out. Really,
I am a huge baby, dude. I can't function. Like my wife will get migraines, but she can still function. If I have a headache, I ain't doing shit. I ain't thinking. I ain't talking. I'm not doing anything. I can't do it. Women U.S. fighters. Who's next in rankings? Men. What's the money fight? I have it. Why are we talking about MMA? Yeah, that was a crazy scene when Kate Mara gets pushing that train. That was lit, dude. Those first 2 seasons of that show were really, really good. Then
Kate Mara, way hotter than I remember her being. Not only in that show, she's in that Fan 4 Stick movie, and that movie's terrible, but I've watched it 3 times this month. Don't ask me why. It's like I've got deeper issues than anybody really wants to get into. But I've been watching that movie a lot, and Kate Mara, she's hot.
Is she still active? I haven't seen her anything since House of Cards. I feel like
I think Fan 4 Stick was after House of Cards.
How long?
That's the girl who played Sue Storm, right?
Yeah, she had that really bad wig in like those 3 reshoot scenes.
Yeah. The first thing I remember seeing her in was the first season of American Horror Story.
Wow,
I never got into the American Horror Story, but that's like they do like an ensemble cast that carries over. Or they did.
Yeah, it's usually like an anthology, and that like they're the same actors come back for the next season, but they're playing totally different characters, and it's like a different era too. Because like I remember the first one was like it happened in like it was a murder house, and then the second season was the asylum.
Then there was a carnival, and then there was fucking
my favorite season is the asylum though. The asylum was pretty good. I think it was like in the 60s that it took place.
It sounds interesting, but I don't really dig on horror like that. So
yeah, I'm not really a horror guy either.
As far as horror goes, I like cheesy B horror movies for the practical effects more than anything. I don't really dig on horror for the most part because I don't find it scary. Like it doesn't frighten me, so I don't get like most of the time in a horror flick, I can't process that suspension of disbelief. Like I know it's a movie. Like there are some times when something will like genuinely unnerve me, and that's a feeling that I appreciate from like horror genre. But like, man, fucking Jason's never scared me. I like those movies because the death scenes are funny.
Yeah, as a grown up, you want to see the gory, funny kills, but as a kid, I was super scared. Hell yeah.
See, I'm more into psychological horror and thrillers and that. I'm not a big fan of like the Saw movies. I'm not a big fan of the gore.
You ever see that movie Gone Girl?
The what?
That's
with Ben Affleck, where the wife like disappears and he's like suspected murdering her.
Yeah,
and
that was
screwed up. She plans the whole damn thing just to screw him over. That's the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable that a woman would do that. Crazy.
Check out the movie.
Do that shit. And that's awful. That's awful.
Check out the movie Identity with John Cusack and Ray Liotta. It's a good movie too. I like that one.
If that's a horror movie or
Identity, yeah.
Human, we got one vote for Human Centipede. The great legend is in the house.
Zars loves when people's lips get sewn to people's asses.
Are you a horror movie guy? What's your favorite?
I haven't watched a horror movie in years.
If you had to pick your favorite, what would you pick? I'm trying to think of
Uh,
my answer.
Mine would just be the original Chucky or Child's Play.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a good one.
Just
a good
That's
because
my
one.
favorite. One of my favorite trilogies.
it
I
freaked
think
me
my,
out as a kid. So
I think my favorite would be the original Scream. That
yes,
was a really good
that was
one.
another favorite of franchise. Sorry, Zars, we keep cutting you off.
that's all right. You're all good. Everyone's in the group. It's hard to have everyone chatting at the same time.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Um, Literally, the last horror movie I remember watching was The First Ring.
Oh, I hated that movie. I
That's
thought that
actually a
movie was
good
so
flick.
stupid. I thought
I
that
Yeah.
movie was incredibly stupid.
it was. I was
you know,
at the cinemas watching it, and I nearly got kicked out for laughing when the horse went to jump off the ship and just went face down. So
28 Days Later, is that the first one?
Yeah.
That's the first.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that movie was
Yeah,
crazy.
not to be confused with 28 Weeks Later.
and
I think
isn't
that
it
I would
28
And
consider
soon to be
both of
arriving
those
28
movies
years.
more like post-apocalyptic movies and not horror movies, because they're more like what has become of society after this event, and less like I wouldn't consider like Walking Dead has horror elements, but it's not like the zombie genre isn't so much horror as it is like post-apocalyptic interpersonal drama.
We've got a vote for Terrifier, which I'm not familiar with. We
It's
have C-list villains mentioning
No,
Flowers in
no,
the
no.
Attic, which
Terrifier's good.
No,
I've seen-
I'll pass on Terrifier.
I've seen Flowers in the Attic, and that movie, it's not a horror movie, but it is a horror movie. And that movie made me thankful for the fact that my mama loves me so
Is that the
much.
one where
That-
the kids
It's
have
a
to
psychiatric.
hide in the attic?
Yeah, their mom loses their husband, and then they move in with their grandma, but then like they get isolated from their mom. It's a fucked up movie. I guess the book is even more fucked up. But that shit stuck when I saw that as a kid, and it stuck with me. And I went and hugged my mama so tight. I'm like, please don't ever abandon me, mom.
I had to take it in psych class. That was one of our mandatory watches.
What'd they say about it? Anything
Oh, there's all kinds of
psychological?
fucked up fucking shit in
Yeah.
that. So on a psychological level, oh, we can sit here forever talking about the fucked up things in that movie.
Rad Arts mentions The Shining, which is another movie I'm ashamed to say I have not seen. I need to. add that one to
Dude,
the list.
dude. Okay, you need to watch The Shining, and then you also need to watch Doctor Sleep, because I don't care. I absolutely love Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep put me to Doctor Sleep very
Yeah.
quickly. I tried when that was like when it was first streaming. I tried like 3 times and I could not make it more than like 10 minutes into that movie.
I've never even heard of it. That's
It's
crazy.
it's the sequel. The kid. It's
We
the
gotta-
kid from The Shining as an adult.
Oh, I didn't know it had a sequel. Okay.
Yeah.
We got Psycho, a vote for Psycho in here, which definitely a classic. Fatty Boom Batty's in here for Dracula.
I hear the
Talking
book
the
of Dr.
original-
Sleep is really good.
You talking the original Psycho or the one with what's his name from the Wedding Crashers?
Gotta be the original, right? Gotta be. You're
Yeah,
talking
the
about
Vince Vaughn.
right?
Vince Vaughn, yeah, because Vince Vaughn was in Psycho. He played
Oh,
he
God,
played
thank
Norman
God for that.
Bates in the 90s.
Yeah, he did.
I don't
He
even-
did a lot of
I
things
barely
in the
remember
90s that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Salem's Lot is another one mentioned here by C-List. I'm not familiar with that one,
I'm a
but
big fan of
It's
Event
good.
Horizon. You guys ever seen the Event Horizon?
No, don't listen to Drew.
Event Horizon is a fantastic
Don't listen to
film.
Drew. That's a
Sci-fi
trash
horror
movie.
film.
That's
It
a
is
trash movie.
fantastic. It's about opening a wormhole to hell, and it's fantastic. And
No,
like
it's not.
the fucking dude from Jurassic Park, and Lawrence Fishburne. It's like Jurassic
Oh, yeah.
Park with Lawrence Fishburne in space. And
I will warn everybody if you want, go watch it. But you've been warned.
It's pretty
we
good.
got a vote for 30 Days of Night, The Fourth Kind. Thomas says Flowers in the Attic is God. I don't think I can handle watching that movie again. It was so freaking depressing.
Is it like Flowers for
Psychological
Algernon?
thrillers. Another vote for 30 Day of Night from TM. Another one for Terrifier.
30 Days of Night is definitely more of an action thriller than a horror movie though. Like it's a vampire movie, but it's like From Dusk Till Dawn is not a horror movie. It's a
No, dude, if you didn't tell anybody like what Dusk Till Dawn was, and you let them just wait and see their reaction once you get like halfway through and be like, "What the hell?" I thought I was watching a totally different movie.
that movie is such a fucking trippy cartoon of a movie. Even before you get to the vampire stuff, it's intense in a weird way, but it's got this very skewed, very Robert Rodriguez flavor to it that is fantastic.
Amityville Horrors, which that's another one I haven't seen, but obviously I've heard of it. A lot of people have talked about that. Brotherly Sister, what is that? I don't know what that means. We got a vote for Dead Alive from Lisa. What up, Lisa? Thanks for coming through.
Yeah. What about the original Ash movie? What was that called? Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. Yeah.
Is that a comedy though, or is that
no? Evil Dead is not. Evil Dead 2.
2, yeah. It's more of a like the first one's more of a horror, and then it gets really, really crazy in the second one, and then it just goes all balls to the wall in Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness is just a ridiculous movie.
Now the remakes though, are just out like they are like full on horror movies.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, there's some practical effects in them, which is fantastic, but they're not nearly as much heart in those movies. I would say that what was the Drag Me to Hell is, I would say, the spiritual successor to those movies in a sense, and that movie is fantastic. It's like the part where the goat starts talking. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was so good.
Did you watch this is another psychological thriller, but The Invisible Man? It came out in 2019 with I think it's Elizabeth Moss from Mad Men.
About the Psycho remake. Facts, DVH. Nobody. When we say Psycho, we're never talking about that one. You can just assume.
I'm not a fan of that Elizabeth Moss.
Oh man, but I don't know. Like
it was good.
Yeah, it was.
What was the one that Kevin Bacon did where he was all raped?
Oh, Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. Yeah.
Elizabeth Shue's in that movie, right? I love Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shue.
She is so beautiful.
Yeah, she's on the list. Put her.
She's one of my lifetime favorites right there. Ever since she ran on the mat in Karate Kid and you could see her panties. Oh yes. Never forget that moment. We'll never forget that moment.
We just found a canon moment for
core memory, folks.
You guys liked Hollow Man. You guys will definitely like Invisible Man. Like it's definitely a psychological thriller because you don't know what's, and that's the thing. Like you can have like a long wide shot of just a hallway, and you can feel the anxiety, and that they do it. They write it and film it just perfectly that it just makes you feel uneasy.
Hey, what up, Nate? Thanks for coming through. Check out the homie Nate's here and there. He's always showing you various places over there in the South Carolina area, North Carolina area. So check the homie out. If you're afraid of large insects, then Starship Troopers would be your horror movie. I really want to see Starship Troopers because I've been playing
Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
it's a lot of Helldivers.
Helldivers is Starship Troopers. Like half of it is. The other half is just
the bugs,
Terminators.
Yeah, the bug world looks just like Starship Troopers, so I definitely need to check that one out.
Yeah, Starship Troopers is fucking hilarious. It is an outright comedy. In some parts of it is so perfectly pitched. As far
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. Would you like to?
A lot of movies, a lot of them have like bad taste. I'm not sure about that one. Biggie Shaq says Shining is his go-to. Yeah, I need to watch that one. I need to quit tripping. Lisa saying hello to everyone.
If you're gonna watch Dr. Sleep, think of The Shining as a superhero origin movie.
Okay.
And at the end you'll be like, what?
The
thing about The Shining is they'll give you this, like, The Shining is genuinely unnerving because of the way that it's directed. There are so many impossible shots where the camera plays tricks on your mind in a way that, like, you don't even notice. The way that the hallways are designed, the way that things are shot as they travel through the space is just impossible. and it just
I don't know,
makes
man.
you feel like something's wrong.
I don't know. It's just it's hard now. Like to you just think about Shelley Duvall in that movie, and just like you feel so bad for her
Bro, every
because of
time
like
I close
everything
my
she
eyes
goes
and
through.
touch myself, I think of Shelley Duvall.
Dude, what? Naked Gun 33 and a third.
That's a good movie.
Is it a horror movie though? And
I don't
speaking of
think so.
Naked Gun, did you guys see the remake coming out with Liam Neeson?
I am
Yeah.
not interested.
It looked pretty funny. I wasn't interested until I saw the trailer, and the trailer made me kind of interested. So
Just don't
it
make
looks
the
pretty
Naked
funny.
Gun. Just make it something else. Just fucking call it something else. It's like,
All right.
you know what happened when they lost the rights to make the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie?
What
Yeah.
happened?
They just made Real Steel instead.
Yeah, and that you know what
The
I will.
same fucking movie. They didn't
Real
change
Steel
anything about it.
is really good though. I
They
really
just-
enjoyed Real Steel.
Yeah, but it's the same director that was
concept.
attached. It's the same studio. It's the same producer. They lost the rights to Rock'em Sock'em Robots, so they just called the movie Real Steel. They never referenced Rock'em Sock'em Robots in the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie, but that's what that movie was supposed to be, and then they lost the rights to it, so they just put it out as Real Steel, and it's just as good as Rock'em Sock'em Robots ever would have been. Probably even better, because a bunch of people didn't go Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I had those, and then went to watch a movie that they would have had no interest in the first place.
Well, only one head pops off in all the fights, so that would be disappointing.
The Phantasm is pretty scary. Lorenzo says, I'm not familiar with that one. And while we're talking about horror movies, has anybody seen the big one out now with Sinners? Has anybody seen Sinners yet?
Is Sinners a horror movie?
Kind of, yeah. With
Yeah.
the vampires and shit, it seems like it kind of is.
But I think that just because it has vampires in it doesn't mean it's a
it's
horror
a horror.
movie.
Yeah,
I think
you do
it's
make
a
a
little
good-
horror-ish.
You do make a
everything
great
I've seen
point.
of it looks like it's like blaxploitation from Dusk Till Dawn set in the Jim Crow South. That's what it seems like to me.
Because
Sounds like horror to me, brother.
Drew makes a
seems like
great
a shoot 'em
point though,
up.
because what we do in the shadows is definitely not a horror. And that has
Yeah,
vampires.
that's got vampires in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call Blade a horror movie, and that's chock full of vampires.
Same as The Lost Boys. Not
Yeah.
exactly a horror movie.
No, that's like that's
fair
a coming of age adventure film.
That's right.
Classic. 90s in the house. What up, Chad? Thanks for coming through with the
I do.
now. You must be talking about the Elizabeth Shue comment right there. Invisible Man is a phenomenal
Duvall.
horror flick. They nailed that. Still not seen the recent Wolfman.
I
heard a lot of people.
Man, I very much enjoyed that. I saw it on a matinee on a Tuesday. It was half price, and I very much enjoyed it. Not your classic take, and had some really interesting POV from the person transforming that was interesting in a way that I wouldn't call it groundbreaking, but it was different.
I'm waiting for the hybrid version, the Invisible Wolfman.
The cool thing about that Wolfman is you'll never see him coming.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
We got the homie Mark in the house. What up, Legion of Comics? C. Woodard sneaking in as well. What up, homie? Thanks for stopping by and joining us.
Saw is family for sure.
Galaxy Quest was the perfect sci-fi comedy.
I will agree on that. Galaxy Quest is top tier.
We got Cliff on Comics in the house. What up, Cliff? I miss your face, brother. Hope you're well.
Spaceballs.
Red
Spaceballs is great. We should definitely get another Spaceballs.
Spaceballs should be. We should get a second Spaceballs. I 100% agree with that.
We're getting a Naked Gun remake, and it looks good. So hopefully, Spaceballs is around the corner.
You never want to have one Spaceball.
Facts.
Two balls at least.
Dr. Sleep, Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of that. I'll have to
I
look
don't know who
that
that is. Well, we got to Google that.
Did you ever watch? She was
Ferguson.
She's in. She was in the. I forget which. I think she was in.
Oh, she's Swedish.
Yeah, she was in one of the Mission Impossibles. I remember, because I've been catching up with the Mission Impossibles for the new upcoming movie, and I remember she was in one of them.
Another vote for Real Steel. So no one's seen Sinners yet. Everybody go see Sinners. I'm going to see it this weekend.
I was gonna go see it today, but I didn't. I cleaned out my closet instead.
I'll tell you, everybody talking about two things made me be like, all right, I need to go watch it. First, everyone talking about Michael B. Jordan's performance where he's playing two characters, but they're so very distinct that it's not hard at all to tell the difference, but it's really just Michael playing both. So I really want to see him do that and see if I agree that it was amazing. I'm sure I will. And I also want to see Haley Steinfeld because I've been hearing a lot of people go crazy about some of her scenes in this movie. So, and it's been brought up many times because of her performance in this movie that her granddaddy got some black in him. Many people have pointed that out. Oh, we got Biggie in the house. What up, Biggie? Oh, man. You got to vote for your best horror movie? Is it Shining?
Yeah, that's my go-to. I think Kubrick is the greatest filmmaker or director.
Breaking news.
There is.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I showed my wife Bad Taste when we were 15. We've been married 18 years now.
Nice.
Nailed it. That's congratulations on 18. I'm about to hit. Oh, this is my 10th year. Wow, 10th year of marriage. That's kind of crazy,
man.
So, Brother John's seen Sinners.
Brother John, give us anybody who's seen Sinners. Can we get a rating? 1 out of 10. What would you rate it? Because I'm going to see it either way, but yeah, I'd be curious to see. Twilight is a horror movie. I believe it.
I think Sinners is gonna miss me in the theater probably because I'm gonna go see Thunderbolts this week.
I'm gonna go. I got plans to go see both. We're definitely going to see Thunderbolts though.
Thunderbolts is gonna have to take.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to this Saturday.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Sinners is based on two real brothers that claimed to be vamps in the 1900s. I'm gonna have to go look up the history of that. That sounds.
They're put to death for horrible crimes, and now they're being celebrated in the film.
Well, that's how Hollywood
this is America.
Works, right?
Don't get you slipping up.
Yeah, didn't they do a Dahmer series that everybody freaked out about?
Yeah, but I don't think that made him sympathetic at all. Like that made him seem worse than he probably really
that's
was.
good.
I do. Yes, I do, Nate. I haven't been using it much. I got to make content. I need to get back on the ball. Yeah, Christina is in the house. One of the best mods.
If you do a show where you're on the ball, I'll watch that.
Oh, look at that!
I did not know this. All right, Spaceballs too. I'm gonna have to look this up because I need. Obviously, John Candy can't be in it.
I don't know. There's not a burner account. I don't trust this guy or girl. I don't trust you.
They gave me money that I trust them completely.
Yeah, you gave me money too.
Yeah, all right. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. They didn't give me shit, so I don't believe them.
Oh, that's dope, Nate.
Just put your PayPal down below and we'll see.
Oh, we got to vote for Cloverfield Lane or 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I really enjoyed the original Cloverfield.
Is that the one with John Goodman in it? Yeah, I did like that one. I never watched the original, though. I should go back and watch it. Is it worth it, Drew?
It's a found footage kaiju movie. It's fucking amazing. It's like everybody was doing found footage movies, right? Because of Blair Witch. And they started doing all these like
paranormal activity.
And I think that all of those movies suck. And there's only two good found footage movies. One was the Josh Trank movie where they get this superpowers. The kids get the superpowers.
Oh, super.
What the fuck was it called?
Something
Super 8.
Yeah,
no,
Super
not
8.
Super 8. That was a JJ Abrams
or Dark Minds.
No, what the
No, it was 3 kids. It starts with a C. I know it. Damn it. I know this.
Right? Somebody's gonna fucking tell me. Somebody's gonna say it. Chronicle. It was Chronicle.
Yes, it was.
Chronicle.
Yeah.
Josh Trank did Chronicle, which got on the Fantastic Four job, which is why I've watched Fan Four Stick 3 times in the last month. Don't ask me any questions about that. You do not want to know the answers. But beyond that,
you can't tell people that because now we want to know the answers.
You cannot know the answers. You don't want to know. It's like, you do not open that Pandora's box of my trauma. Just don't. Don't put your mind elsewhere. Put your mind on Cloverfield, which was a freaking kaiju movie with found footage, and it is fantastic. It is one of the greatest theater experiences I think I've ever had. Really, really good.
Quiet Place was good. I never saw the sequel, but I did really enjoy it.
I like Day One. Like that was a good one too.
The prequel.
Yeah.
Is that with Lupita and what's
Yes.
his face?
Duongo?
Yeah, and what's his face?
From Black Panther. Yeah.
Yeah, she has a perfect face.
She man, I think she's beautiful.
Is that what's perfect about her?
Yeah, I think
dude, dude, and her eyes, dude, her eyes. Man, I think Lupita, like especially in Black Panther, like I couldn't get over how gorgeous of eyes Lupita had.
In the second one, dude. In the second one, I was like squirming in my seat.
Oh man, she looks so good with red hair. Oh,
I didn't care about the second Clover. I don't know if I've seen that one. I just saw the one with John Goodman, which was pretty interesting.
That's the second one, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Y'all remember that?
And there was Cloverfield Paradox, which was the third one.
With
what's that, Biggie?
The scuba people in Mexico, and they're like 47 meters down, and they're like stuck underneath there. They have to come up, and when they come up,
you're cutting it out in and out, Biggie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like 47 meters down. It's about as they get caught in the water.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Lady F said Heretic and reminded me. I didn't watch Heretic, but I watched Hereditary. That
movie's hilariously bad.
Yeah.
Awful.
What are you talking about?
There's this
Isn't that movie get
scene
really
where she like gets her head smacked off.
Oh man, like, that freaked me out. And so I didn't think that was gonna happen, man.
That's all that happens in that movie. At the end, you're like, what's going on? It's like, no, it's a haunted house.
It's more unsettling than anything else.
It's just not good. I can't believe you like that. I
didn't a lot of people like that movie?
Yeah,
people.
It's a good movie.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. It's just like there's this awful, off-putting little child that's ugly.
I think
she's ugly, and then she gets her head knocked off by a telephone pole, and then the house was haunted, and that's what fucking happens. That's it.
Don't ruin the movie for people. You know what? I think we've established that me and Drew do not agree on movies because he's already said that he does not like Dr. Sleep and Hereditary.
I never saw Dr. Sleep. It put me to sleep 3 times, and I stopped trying. That could be an indictment on me and not on the film. I never saw it.
Jason Takes Manhattan is pretty funny. When I saw it as a kid, and it was scary, but if you rewatch it, it's hilarious. Although there's that one scene where he dumps that dude upside down in the barrel and kills him that way. That feels like one of the absolute worst ways to die. I'd rather get stabbed. Couldn't drink for 2 hours after watching Hereditary. Oh my, I don't know what that's about.
It's terrible.
The Jeepers Creepers truck is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There you go. Show it to us, Nate. Next video. And Scary Movie is a perfect. Scream was pretty great, and I agree. Scary Movie was a nice.
They're coming back with Scary Movie. I think Scary Movie 6 or 7.
There's a new trailer out for another I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, we were.
That's more of a horror movie.
Oh,
Scream's more of like a teen comedy.
I know it's not a horror movie, but I just watched today the new trailer for Now You See Me 3. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Oh man, I'm pumped for that. I think I might see that in theaters.
Yeah, that looks good.
Is that the one with the magicians?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I saw the.
Where it's like, what if the Fast and the Furious wasn't about cars and was about close-up magic instead? It's the craziest, dumbest fucking concept. I love those movies.
But it works. But it works.
It works for a popcorn flick. I would not.
Oh, you gotta watch this new trailer though. It looks good. You know what? Like you
put the second one, wasn't there like real magic? Like wasn't something a fucking wizard?
Oh, you watch this one and you're just like, yeah, it's there's some magic going on in here. But like, I don't know, you get Woody Harrelson, you get Jesse Eisenberg, and you get what's his name, the younger Franco and Isla. It's just it their chemistry just works so well together, and it's hilarious.
I saw
And
the end of one of them, and I thought it looked pretty good.
I dug
in those movies?
that Daniel Radcliffe was in the second one, and in the character he played, I was just like, this is funny as hell.
Dog DVH endorses the first one, but a hard pass on the second one.
The second one wasn't great, but it was still watchable.
Yeah, it was still funny because, like I said, Daniel Radcliffe in the role that he was playing it was hilarious. It was like he was making fun of his Harry Potter role.
That's hilarious.
So that's to me, the whole Now You See Me thing is like John Wick, right? We're like,
well, no, wait. You said it's like Fast and the Furious. Like, make up your damn mind.
It's like Fast and the Furious in the way that it's just completely over the top, but I think it's more like John Wick when you think about it as a series of films. Because the first John Wick is kind of grounded, believable to an extent. Everything is kind of has this reality grit to it, right? And then, like, kind of towards the end, you're like, oh, well, this is like a sprawling network of like organized crime, which is kind of far fetched. In the second movie, right, John Wick 2, in midway through that movie, they're just like, oh, well, now there's a hit on him. And every bum on the street is now a fucking highly trained assassin. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god. Okay, then I don't think you're gonna like the third one. Can you agree with that? You've seen the trailer, right?
I've seen the first Wick, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. I didn't.
Yeah, I just saw the first one too. I didn't watch any past that either. So I'm with you, Marcus.
John Wick was a great action flick.
Yeah, the first one was great, but it was enough for me. I didn't feel like I needed more of it.
Yeah, it was like, why do you need more of this?
What was that movie?
You're like, well, this is cool, but not as cool, and you see the pattern of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
What was that movie? It was like it was from his point of view. Was it like, I think it was? It's not Henry Danger, but it's something
Henry.
Yeah, and it was like all from his point of view. That was a great movie too. Hardcore Henry, yes, that was great.
That would have been much better as a music video. Like the concept runs thin.
Damn, I can't bring up a single movie without you shitting on it.
No, I really like it, but it's like, so it's like I went with this girl to a reggae festival, right? And it's like the end of the night. They're doing like the finale, and some of the bigger bands doing their big ass show. They got like fire and lights and all this shit, and everybody's baked, and there's beach balls going all over the place, and everybody's having a grand time. And she's like, "Wasn't this a great day?" I'm like, what a fantastic vibe. But it was 12 and a half hours of the same fucking vibe. It's like 12 and a half hours of ooga chaka. It's too much fucking ooga chaka. And that first person perspective was fantastic. And there were really good gags they did with it. But for more than 20 minutes, it just gives me a fucking headache.
I don't like you either, DVH. We're not friends anymore.
Interesting idea, but not interesting movie. That's funny. I've never even heard of it.
I haven't heard of 90% of the movies you guys.
Hardcore Henry would have been a great theme park ride.
Yeah, I do. You know what? I agree with that. That would have been a great theme park ride.
Yeah, just like a movable seat with like 3D goggles or whatever, like the Avatar Flight of Passage or whatever, but you're jumping around killing mafia guys.
This is the second time someone mentioned the movie Duel. Has anybody seen that one? I guess it's Steven Spielberg's first movie. I had never heard of it, but a couple people mentioned that one.
I know what it is. It's about a semi truck chasing down somebody with a car, and the car breaks down. It's got a really great the lead actor, and it's fantastic.
That's the 70s movie. Then that thing's old.
Yeah, a Spielberg movie. Yeah.
First Spielberg movie would have to be old.
The guy that's the lead in it was also the lead in a movie called Cocaine, and he does a really good job about being a cocaine addict, shocking enough. But yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to add this one.
Yeah,
To let Dr. Rock, so the rock and roll. Club,
1971. That's when it came out.
Well before I was born. I see. Okay. Yeah, let's check that out.
Dennis Weaver.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
there's a fucking Dennis dude. There's a Dennis Weaver movie where he's an illiterate guy. And through half the movie, like he loses his job at like a factory to a computer, and his family never knew he couldn't read. And by the end of it, he's like getting exposed as not. Oh, dude, Dennis Weaver's a national treasure, dude. You guys gotta look him up.
It sounds like either the worst movie, the most hilarious movie, or the most heart wrenching film that has ever been made, and I can't tell which.
Dennis Weaver. I'm not familiar with him. Looks like he's an old timer. Oh, he's from Joplin, Missouri, though. What's up? Cool.
Joplin, what a place!
What a place.
What
That's
a place,
backcountry.
that Joplin.
Dennis Weaver was a regular on Gunsmoke. I think we're showing our age here with these references. Gunsmoke.
I never watched Gunsmoke.
I'm too young for that one, guys. Sorry.
Well, it wouldn't have been contemporarily, but like I watched a lot of that shit with my grandfather. Like we would go to my grandfather's house and old westerns and western TV shows. That's the kind of shit he was into, so we watch it over there. So I would have seen it after its time, but I just he must not have been into it.
So what we talked about every horror movie possible. I think anything else going on in these comic book streets? Anybody got some drama they want to get off their chest? A rant, a monologue? Drew, you got a monologue in you?
You know what? I don't know if I have one in me, to be honest. I ate some Taco Bell and I got some other stuff brewing in me.
Oh, then there's definitely a monologue in there. Just make sure you have plenty of toilet paper.
I think the hot air is coming from the other end, fellas. I do want to say that I voted in your poll in jest. To the affirmative that I care about comic book drama. I just thought,
I was wondering how many of
why
you
would
were
anybody care?
I was.
I will say that, like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot more people's content, just kind of being all over the place with different sleep schedule, and I watch everybody all over the place, and I don't know. It seems like everybody should just get along. We are all into the same dumb shit, and just because there's jealousy because somebody has more views, or somebody wants to drum something up, or somebody wants to comment on somebody else's shit and gets drawn into something different. It's just like everything's fucking high school girls, like, and it's just.
I mean, not
man.
Girls, just high school. What's up with misogyny here, bro? What the fuck?
Let's just all tuck our dicks between our legs, and now we're women.
All right,
yes,
Marcus, you got kids?
Yes.
Okay, boys or girls?
One boy, one girl.
One boy, one girl. How old's your daughter?
She's 8.
Okay, my daughter's 21. All right, I went through middle school and high school with her. Okay, and I got the skinny on what was going on. And let me tell you, I remember being a middle school and a high school boy. The level of psychological warfare that goes on between 6th grade girls is a horror that you could never fucking comprehend. All right, they do drama better than anybody else. They do drama so well that the Kardashians are fucking billionaires. Okay.
Well, I would push back. I would push back by pointing out that you're saying girl, or you're saying women, not girls, which doesn't quite apply.
Females.
Okay.
Females.
All right. I think it goes either way. And I think when it comes to the comic book drama, obviously it's us driving it more than anything. So I'm not sure.
The only time I ever hear of any drama is when I watch your shows, Marcus.
Hey, I'm just doing my part.
There you go.
Just doing my part.
That's the spoon of the comic book community. It's the only way to stir the pot.
Anything else? Oh, you're about to make a Baja Blast in the bathroom, Drew.
I might make it.
Good luck with that. Anything else going on in these comic book streets before we start getting out of here? Let me start getting the links up for people here. Any of the other subjects?
Free Comic Book Day is next Saturday. This coming Saturday.
Oh, that's a great subject.
Get out, see your LCS.
Do you have a list of which comics are coming out? Because I haven't really looked yet.
There's so many.
There was one. There was a
They
one
did it on Comic Book Church. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
there
They
was-
did too. I was there.
Chat,
Yeah,
if I
like-
may, can I steal this for a moment? Since
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
about this?
Yes, of course.
Cool. I recommend this. I've done this a few times as far as making this recommendation. I do this every year. I've been doing this for over a decade now. So I found the best way to support your LCS during this time of Free Comic Book Day, and to ensure that you also receive the Free Comic Book Day books in which that you would like to receive. Please approach your shop at least a month prior in which the Free Comic Book Day comes out. The reason for this is I also make a suggestion that what you do is you go ahead and you tell them that what you would like to do is go ahead and make a donation to them to ensure that they receive as many Free Comic Book Day books as they can. I particularly always give a minimum of 20 and more than likely somewhere between the $25 to $50 range to ensure that I get every single Free Comic Book Day that I can. And when it comes down to Halloween, to allow me to go ahead and receive any books in which that they want to go ahead and get rid of. So then I may be able to give out books during the time of Halloween along with candy. So again, my suggestion to you is go ahead and approach your shop a month in advance. I know it's a little late, and offer them some type of monetary donation to allow them to go ahead and continue their Free Comic Book Day. And if you can make also the gesture, try to make a purchase of a book while you're there.
I definitely want this all in for sure. That's on my list.
One of them
Yeah,
are.
I want that. I'm a fan of Archie, so I want that Archie at the top.
One of
Yeah,
them's
there's
the
so many
first
good
appearance
books
of
coming out.
Wolverine pool. I want. I can't remember the name of the book, but that's one I'm trying to get.
The Black Hammer backup of the Image or the Dark
What it
Horse,
is a Wolver
that'll be good.
and
Those are
Dead
always good.
Marine. So there's two characters in there.
Right. You know which book it is?
Yeah, it's that. I'd have to go all the way through it. If I went through them all, I could tell you the significance behind it. That blood thing is issue 0, B1 0 through 5.
There's gonna be an Ultimates.
There's
Will Eisner comic
Karina Vacheco
biography. That's cool.
That is cool.
This Energon resets the whole new universe now that we've got everyone established. This starts off and launches.
I think it's that. I think it's that FF X-Men book. Is the Wolverpool.
That is
full appearance of Dead
stories in there.
Marine and Wolverpool. That sounds like two incredibly stupid names.
It'll be great.
Hey man, I'm a Deadpool guy. That's my shit. It's right up my alley.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Dead Marine and Wolverpool. I mean, come on.
Fantastic Four.
I mean, look at Wolverine, dude. Wolverine.
Yeah, there's apparently it's like spider characters, right? There can't be too many Wolverine characters.
That Gargoyles is one that I definitely want to get.
Godzilla. That'll be good.
Oh, the hell is that?
Hulk Teach.
Which one?
I'm gonna get that
The
one
Hulk
right.
thing?
The bear, the Hope, Hero Bear and the kid. Yeah, no, never mind.
Oh, it just.
It says canceled by publisher.
Yeah, you're gonna find a good portion were canceled due to the fact that when Diamond did make supposedly purchase, it wasn't an actual purchase; it was in lieu of purchase. So being that the money didn't go through, they didn't release some of the books. Only what was it 2 days ago that the supposedly a finalized buyer came.
So, does that mean we're not getting the Free Comic Book Day book, or are we still getting the Free Comic?
You're
Book
not
Day
going to
book?
get those ones
not
that are
coming
listed
out.
right there as canceled now because they didn't have the opportunity.
They were solicited, but they're gone.
Oh, there's
This'll
going to be a
be
hot
out.
one right there.
Monsters.
Mark
Yeah.
Spears,
Yeah, people are going to go
Mega
crazy
Man.
for this.
He's a mega. He's a man.
Mega Man. The Minecraft one is definitely going to go for like a lot of kids are going to grab it.
So you guys get so many more than we get down
Well, it's
here.
also got Beyblade in it.
Yo, Beyblade.
FOC and I
They're
showed up.
retards.
Hey, Cliff.
That's it. That's a good one. Pick up. You got a kid in your life that might like comics, might like Minecraft. Pick one up, throw it at them. Say,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm gonna
start reading this thing.
Minecraft's on my list. I want to get a couple of those for my kids, and I want this Phantom book too. For some reason, this
Dude, I
looks
think
really
the
cool.
coolest thing about these free comic book days is their
Finish
promos,
it
and a
for
lot of
the
these
castle.
stores are doing big sales in addition.
That's going to be
Now's
a book right there. The Big
Now's a
Bang.
good time to go into those stores and catch an action figure you might maybe been eyeing up. You know, catch a wall book that you might not normally splurge on because it's going to be, you know, 20% off or whatever, just because it's free comic book day. Take the opportunity to shop for, you know, Christmas this time for people you know that you know, pick up these things on big sales. These sales mean a lot to these LCSs, and can be make or break for these guys. You know, free comic book day sale can make or break these guys sometimes.
The big rig is
Multiple
the
signings.
Oh, that big rig. Yeah, that's what it is.
the
That's
big
gonna be a
rig is
lot.
the new book from Vault Comics. Post Malone is allegedly a co-writer on that one. I did
Big rig was Cliff showing up with that trucker hat on.
I did a video on this, and it completely.
What you talking about?
So if you could go watch it, that'd be great, because it didn't do very well at all. But yeah, Big Rig is definitely going to be one of the free comic book day books that I'm looking for. Any VR Power Rangers fans out here?
No, but I do know that that's a launch for Melissa Flores, and she's pretty
Speed
excited.
Racer
Same with
was-
Speed
Wow.
Racer. David Pepos is also working on that. I'm gonna go see him for that one.
I'm interested in that Star Wars book. That looks good.
It's featuring Jedi Knights, Luke Skywalker, and Vanee. Who the hell is that? I don't know.
It's Vanny.
Okay, all right, my bad.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Where's Papa? Where's
That's
Papa
the
at? He'd be
crossover.
going crazy for Thundercats.
Yeah,
And Power
that
Patrol.
is going to go ahead and start what's going to happen in a few months with that crossover to come out, and then the same
Worst
thing with the
spot
worst spot
ever.
ever. That's going to be something that people are going to be like, damn, I didn't think that would
First
actually
appearance
be
of
in
Ballpoint, a Decepticon with the ability to transform into a pen. I am picking that up.
Oh, dude, what?
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm going to get that sign.
Prelude to a
Valiant
Valiant
Zombies.
company-wide crossover. Company-wide
Doing a
crossover
Valiant
sounds interesting.
Zombies. They're going to turn characters nobody cares about into zombies.
Hey, there's some big Valiant fans out there. Shout out to the homie Southern Comic Geek. Shout out
If
to
you
the
want to buy
homie
some
Dave
Valiant
Ayers.
books, I got a bunch of them. They're trash.
That's going to be a book right there because of the new Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that one's gonna be big.
Will it matter in the long run? Probably.
If you're a Ghost Rider fan, it will be.
If you're a
Yeah,
Ghost
but
Rider fan,
you
it
know,
probably
like
will.
people don't look at like will it be valuable in the long run? People are just like, no, I need it. It's the first appearance.
Here's the thing with these
Circumstances
first
shits on the three biggest characters brought up today, like Deadpool, Wolverine, and Ghost Rider. Trash. Fucking crazy.
Here's the thing about this Ghost Rider, though, right? This is coming out of a Marvel Voices book. This is not going to be classic Ghost Rider, so the classic Ghost Rider fan may rally against this idea. So the thing with a lot of these Marvel properties that get introduced on these levels is they end up carrying properties in different spaces. The digital space, they end up carrying properties in some like trade style paperbacks get sold at book fairs, scholastic book fairs. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is one of the best selling books for Marvel because of how much it moves at scholastic book fairs. And that is something you wouldn't think as a comic book collector who is a regular LCS purchaser, that these characters kind of take life in different spaces. So I mean, it's worth checking this out and picking this book up, regardless of
The last
whether or
two
not
Ghost
it's
Riders that
gonna
they
be a Ghost
introduced, one
Rider
being
of-
within the
of note
past
for a
6
long
months,
time.
have been okay. You know, and I do get what you're saying. That doesn't diminish the fact that there are some new introductions that have been introduced through, you know, the papers, meaning, you know, in the floppies, and they're good. Melissa Flores is one of which that did that just the past 6 months. I like the new character that she introduced as a new Ghost Rider in the 616 too.
Yeah, it's just when there's
Ghost Rider
50
means
characters, when there's
Johnny
50 Wolverines, when there's 50 Ghost Riders, when there's 50 Spider-Mans, when there's 50 of these variations of a character, I'm not going to apologize for not giving a fuck about a new one.
I get that too.
I just can't.
I'm just saying that as far as an investment, it might be worth picking up, regardless of it's something you're interested in reading or not.
Well, theoretically, these are free. I mean, I personally, you know, throw money at these people, but I'm not saying that
yeah, they are
mandated.
free.
And if you're going to pick up stuff,
Like my
and you're
shop
gravitating
gives you
towards
like
it,
you get a free one for every amount you spend, but you get 5 free ones off the bat.
Hey man,
My
hey
shop-
people get what they like, you know, spec the way you want to spec or enjoy the books you like to read. Big rig ain't right something I'm into, but you know, Wolverine Deadpool, I kind of enjoy it.
And I ain't hating on you for it, Biggie. It's to each their own, brother. Yeah, you ain't gotta like what I like, and I ain't gotta like what you like.
That's exactly what I said. Exactly.
I like about
we're on the same
50%
page.
of Post Malone's musical catalog, so there's about 50% shot I'll enjoy his comic book.
My shop is dope. You can have one of every single one.
Really?
Sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's way awesome.
So,
And they don't put stamps on the books around here, which is
That's
cool.
better. Because that's where I like to get.
Oh, dude.
I want LCS. He'll give me whatever I ask for. The other one that I'm going to go to for like the big sale, I mean, they do 5 free comic book day books, and then you get 10 free comics out of the dollar bins. So like you get like $10 worth of comics. It's just those are normally just a madhouse. People just digging.
So y'all's shops get like the biggest free comic book day offer, because mine gets like the minimum just to get their brick and mortar shouted out in a magazine.
Yeah, I have 2 shops in my area. My shop, Pop Culture Comics, and then Elite Comics. They're gonna have every book for sure, and they're gonna have plenty of comics.
Well, like I said, because of me and individuals that I know of that do these other shops, I know of at least 4 shops that will carry every single one of those books that you have, just for the fact that we're donating money to ensure that these shops can carry them all.
Yeah, we'll be starting our day on Saturday at a comic coffee shop, and this coffee house will also have free comic book day books. So
that's awesome.
It's gonna be a
There
fun
you go.
day. I did
Also,
a video.
keep in mind, some libraries are also participating in this, so you can
Yeah, if you don't have
local-
a local comic shop, reach out to your local library and see if it's something that they do there.
And some of the cities, that are tied in, because obviously your library is tied into your local little city area, and sometimes it's within the municipal area. Sometimes they actually hold carnival events and so forth. So again, check into your local areas and see what they also might have for you.
And I stand corrected. There is a shop around here. Clint's Comics apparently does put stamps on their books,
I
which
don't
is
mind a stamp on a free comic book day book, because it's like you pick one up in a dollar bin later, and it's like, oh, this is where it came from. This kind of history of it. It's like date stamps on like old Silver Age books.
Oh dang! Stamped everyone. Sorry, sicko. We're getting out of here. What are you guys joining for?
So
All
I'll
right.
see if I can't pick one up.
Speaking of date stamps, how's it going, Tony?
How you doing, sweetheart?
Before we get to Tony, Cliff, I want to give.
What did I
Cliff
miss?
his moment.
Wait, let's go through it real quick. What did I miss? Cliff notes.
Yeah, start all over again.
No,
Drew has terrible taste in movies.
It's not true. You cannot trust a Canadian.
No.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, I trust my Canadian. I married one. I gotta get those.
The
Gotta
doctor
put
issue
tariffs on
too.
naughty times.
Yeah, baby. I'll pay extra.
What's going on with you, Cliff? Anything to report?
Oh my God, my life is just full of tragedies. I don't know what else to freaking report.
Why?
Nothing
Why?
new then.
Why?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, look at that. Ultimate.
Yep. I'm gonna get something nice put on this.
Ooh.
Ultimate.
You should get something fun.
Yeah. Ultimate.
This will end up in a giveaway.
Why did they reprint that? Is that a Dr. Fate type of thing, or
Dr. Fate's first appearance?
Gotcha.
They reprint everything now.
And speaking of things that show up in unique spaces, Kid Juggernaut is now seeing print.
I like
an Infinity series or whatever, and this one is Kid Juggernaut is officially gay, unlike regular Juggernaut, who's sometimes gay, but the writers don't know. Writers and editors don't know how to correct
Kane
it.
Marco is straight.
Wait, just because
don't tell those dudes he's sucking off
He
the
is
glory.
not straight. All right.
Also,
not straight.
Why do you think Marco is not straight?
He's trying to get some of that black Tom up in him.
Isn't the new Kid Juggernaut going to be Canadian as well?
Oh, I don't know. I wish.
Oh, I want that cover.
Listen, not only am I all about, obviously, I'm all gonna try to be all about it because he's gay. But if he's Canadian, I'm all in. But I'm all about it because I love.
Unless there's a Tim Hortons on his route.
I love.
Listen, Drew.
I love the new champions,
Yeah,
and
you want me to start
it's
there?
new
I'm
champions.
actually loving that new champions too, man. I went back and read all that Spider-Woman, and it was really good, except for
Right?
the fact that she's got no ass in those issues.
Ah,
Those books are really, really good, and
Marcus,
the
the
art
girls
is
has
fun,
a
and the action
Marcus,
is
the
fun.
girl
But
needs
she's
a
got
ass, right?
narrow ass,
Marcus.
man.
Marcus.
Dude, the speech she gives them at the end, about like, you do not have to be what Hydra did to you. That felt so right coming from her.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck yeah. I wrote to Steve Fox immediately when I finished the issue, and he wrote back to me. I was very happy. And I'm like,
this little like corner of the universe that Steve Fox is kind of carving out for himself, where he's like, well, I'm going to make these characters in this run, and then I'm going to carry them over here, and we're going to see what happens with them over here. It's kind of been fun, and I like what he's doing with it. We'll see long term if these new champions have any legs, but I've been enjoying
they
it.
have some legs, right? Right now, I'm comparing it to like the Strange Academy, where at first nobody really, like, everybody was like low key, low radar, and then all of a sudden it's like, I like this, and then boom.
I think it reads a lot like Runaways to me too, in a way that's like, this over here is doing its own thing, but like when these characters cross over with Captain America, then we'll have an opportunity to see where they stand. Where it's like you had I really enjoyed, like, people hated it, but X-Men, Inhumans versus X-Men, there were a lot of new Inhumans and new X-Men characters that kind of got to be the star of that event at a certain point, and watching Moon Girl interact with Magneto is different than Moon Girl just doing her own thing over in her own book. It's a different situation. It adds some legitimacy to those characters.
No,
I like
that when it's done right, things will it'll have a sense of gravitas,
Ooh,
and
What are
so
you gonna say, Biggie?
I was gonna say, was that the series that had the first Black Hawk clue? Hawk
Which
backwards.
That
Black,
was
X. Oh, that's right. That was Avengers versus X-Men. Sorry, thank you.
yes,
that was Avengers versus X-Men Axis, which is where they all the good guys turned into bad guys and all the bad guys turned into good guys.
yes, which of course included yet another evil Tony. So,
Well, you also,
Evil
Biggie,
Tony.
you should know that also gave us the debut of Zenpool.
Oh God.
What
Yes.
issue was that? I forget.
Everybody-
Oh, yeah.
23 or something. I don't remember.
2023. Okay, I wasn't sure
But
that
it
was
was like
connected to that, but okay.
he's like the white with like the giant beads around his neck.
Right. It had the weird border around the
actually
thing.
in the movie.
I don't think he might be in the movie.
Although I'm checking the Marvel Cinematic Wikipedia.
Isn't Zenpool? I thought Zenpool and kind of Nice Pool were kind of like similar.
Not really. Zenpool is more talking out of his ass spiritual.
Yeah, but apparently Zenpool's a white thing over his head.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, but he's not like Nice Pool. He's very, very much a caricature of,
I'm sorry. Nice Pool is Baldoni. Sorry.
I have no idea where Nice Pool came from. Sorry, guys, but I didn't know that.
Nice Pool came from Baldoni.
Yeah, listen, Baldoni's kicking ass in that lawsuit so far. It's very interesting.
I have not been interested in that at all.
Oh, I love these little wars outside of my own life that have nothing to do with me. With
I love
power
when people were
struggles that have nothing
Blake
to
Lively's a piece of shit, and I'm like, well,
yeah, that's the part where he's winning. She looks worse every day.
Yeah, but she's always been an attractive young lady with no ability to act her way out of a wet paper bag.
I very much enjoy The Age of Adeline. I'm sorry. I really like that movie.
I've never seen anything with her.
I'll ask my little sister about it. Sure,
Yeah,
she loves
listen, I recommend The Age of Adeline.
it. She's
I really
a gossip girl, and we
No, Kevin, before you go, Kevin.
Leighton Meester's hot.
Kevin.
Anything you want to promote before you get out of here, Kevin?
Thanks. Sure. It is Tuesday. Kmart. Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow will be dropping in about an hour. I got to cook tacos in a little bit. And then, yeah, between New Comic Book Day happening tomorrow, I'm going to a signing event, and Free Comic Book Day happening on this weekend, which I'll be going to multiple signing events. Definitely look forward to, that's right, this week's signed books. I'll definitely be dropping a video with all the people that I met with that. I think there's around 35, 40 people that I'm trying to hook up with during that time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I appreciate everyone hanging out. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate you, Marcus. You guys stay
Thanks
well.
for coming through, Kevin. I
Love you,
appreciate
Kevin.
you as
Everybody
always,
love you.
man.
Later, Kevin.
Take care.
Kevin.
All right, Cliff, back to you. Anything that you want to promote before we get out of here, brother? Anything going on with you?
Oh my God. So, oh God, there's so many things. All right. So you can always find me at the Council of Comics, Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. This Sunday we're doing What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams because Sam is trying to kill what's left of my emotions. Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern is New Keys and Hot Comics. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern is New Comic Book Day. Every other Thursday, including this Thursday, I guess, C Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy doing Fill in the Blanks, their new art show where the rest of us take turns hosting. This Saturday, I'll do Comics and Coffee in the morning. Then May is going to be Council Month, and I'm going to have a lot of comics and cocktails. So
what's the cocktail?
I haven't made them all yet, dude. So anyhow, Phil will be my guest on the 9th. That's Phil from the council. C Bizzle on the 16th. Ronaldo on the 23rd. And Sam will show up for coffee on the 31st. And that is my May. And then, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to do stuff. And I just feel like there's never enough time.
Cliff,
Show me
what the cocktail is.
Life is short. Hug the people you love. Kiss them. Let them know that you love them. You don't know if this is the last chance you get because life is a freaking hellhole.
And also make sure that the people you hate are well aware of the fact that you hate them.
Right. Go make burner accounts and just drive them crazy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Cliff is the troll. Dun dun dun.
No, of course I'm not the troll. I'm just sick of trolls. That's it. I'm looking forward to Heroes. Maybe I'm looking forward to things in between. I don't know. I'm doing my thing. Oh, and also, of course, I'm doing tarot card readings. You can DM me on Instagram if you would like one. I do the small read for $5, a medium-sized read for $20, the full read for $35. So that's it. This is my extracurricular to fun Heroes.
What's the difference between the small one and the complete?
Small one is usually about
little.
The small one is 3 cards. It's usually about past, present, and future. The 5 card is a little more in depth, and then the 10 card one is all right, let's get into it. Where are you at right now? What's influencing you? What's challenging you? What else is out there? It's more. I did one for my friend Anthony for his birthday, who owns the LCS. That was mammoth, that one. Hold on, let me see. So yeah, I was okay. Load up, damn it.
Thanks for coming through, Wellbore. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, so for him, I did the 10 cards and I did a bonus card because of it's his birthday. So so where you are in the present, what's challenging you, what is your past foundation, what's in your recent past, what's your goal, what's in your near future, what's your internal influence, what's your external influence, what are your hopes and fears, and your outcomes. And then after that, birthday, boom, bonus card. He actually got a very positive one. I was really happy that it came out very positive.
Good for him.
That's dope. Well, check out the homie Cliff on Comics, both at the Council of Comics as well as Cliff on Comics. Link for both is in the chat. Check my man out. Thanks for coming through, Cliff. I always appreciate it. Biggie, my man, what's up with you? Anything you want to promote?
Breaking news.
Breaking
So
news.
Where's your glasses? You don't have your glasses on.
tomorrow we're doing the first appearance of Superboy Prime on Book Club. Friday is
Thursday.
oh no, it's Thursday.
Biggie,
Yeah.
remember? Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Travis.
So Thursday. Tomorrow we're just having a normal ass 2 to 4 probably.
2 to 4.
Yeah,
Always a
and
good time.
look out for. I just did a Biggie Shack Commandments today, where me and
Mhm.
TM showed some good specs, some dollar
Right.
books you could pick up, and that's about it. Now, check out the network. Breaking news. I gotta go to bed. Check y'all later, dude.
Breaking news. Thanks
Breaking
for coming through, Biggie.
news.
Appreciate you as always, my man. Link is in the chat for Biggie guys. Plug in. Make sure that you see what's going on with the homie.
Hey,
I guess
Travis, how
we'll
you
be
doing,
TM
love?
next. TM, what's up with you? Anything you want to promote?
Can you bring that? Can you bring the? Oh, there you go, baby. No, bring it over. Bring it over. Bring it over. There you go, baby. Right there, sweetheart. Look at that.
Pandering.
Ha!
Are you muted?
He's
Yeah,
muted.
you're muted. You're muted. Look,
First time?
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you gotta do the hat all over
Biggie
again.
said it before. 2 to 4. Breaking news tomorrow.
Breaking news.
Also, Doctor Sleep and Hereditary are great movies. And okay, I may be going live tomorrow on my. I may be going live on my own channel tomorrow, just for a quick second, or I might just drop a video. Because I'm getting a package from Lisa. Lisa sent me a comic I've been looking for. It's the first appearance of a certain character I'm pumped to have in my collection because I like the character. So I may be doing a video for that. So keep a lookout for that. Rick, man, I'm doing Monday over on Darth's channel for the drama segment, and then I will be over on Alan Comic Collector Geek for an interview. He wants to interview me, and I'm gonna finally sit down with him. I've made him wait for over a year to interview me. So
hopefully it's worth the wait. Link is in the chat
Probably
for
not,
the homie
but-
TM Nerdy. You can find him often with Biggie on the 2 to 4, and I'm sure he's going to get his stuff fired up soon. And then hopefully we have news of Between the Lines here sometime in the near future.
Maybe
Thank you so much for jumping on, Travis. I
Don't
appreciate
worry,
it so much.
don't worry, Travis. It's easy for you to be less boring than Alan.
Wow, shots fired. Jeez.
Yeah.
We got the homie representing the Down Under. Zars is in the house with the first appearance. Thank you so much. I do love those so much. Anybody who's never been on my show, please give me a first appearance. I love them. They're my favorite. Anything you want to promote, my man, link is in the chat, guys. Zars Collectibles.
Well, I just got back from my trip to the States and Canada, so I'll be doing a haul
What?
from C2E2.
You came to Canada and you didn't come visit me? What?
Wow.
I was there visiting some friends and family, so it was,
that aren't named Travis. All right.
yeah, short
Yeah.
trip. But I went to C2E2, so I'll be showing my haul from the
When are
show.
you doing this? Sure. When are we doing this?
I'm gonna start showing it on my stream Thursday night. So Thursday nights with SARS, but it's obviously morning for you guys.
Yeah, I
time
love
is-
waking up
what
to
time
see you
Eastern
live,
time?
man.
Marcus, I'm talking here. What time Eastern time?
I have no clue what time it is for you guys in the States. I'd be
They
lying.
usually,
They don't
they
real
usually
time.
go live about
I think
I'd say
5
probably
a.m.
4 or
5
5 a.m. your time. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I've got a haul of 130 books that I
Damn.
brought back with me.
Nice.
So,
Save on the shipping.
Oh, shit, huh?
it cost me $100 for an extra suitcase, but
Dicks.
it's still a lot better than the $300 or $400
Still
it would
better
cost
than
me
the
to
shipping.
send it.
Yeah.
So I've got some art and some cards, so trading cards. I picked up booster boxes.
Ooh.
I've got a whole bunch of random stuff to start showing off, which I'll do from Thursday. And then I've got my C2E2 video, which I still need to get through editing. and hopefully drop that soon as well.
That's what's up, man. Looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to seeing you. I love waking up and having a show to watch. So
Marcus,
looking forward to that as well. Sicko is excited about it as well. Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen Sean's bar?
I don't think so. No, I drank with him at a bar before.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his bar setup?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn. You are definitely not an alcoholic because that's a lot of liquor.
Yeah, because it'd be gone if you were an alcoholic.
Yeah, right.
That is, he ain't playing no games over there. That's what's up. Thank you so much for jumping on, Zars. I appreciate you. Thank you for that first appearance. I love those things. Drew, what's going on with you? Before we actually get into what's going on with you, Sicko had a question for you. Wait, let me go find it real quick.
Is it about why I've watched Fan 4 Stick 3 times in the last month?
One, can Drew tell me a good movie other than Cloverfield and why it's a good movie so I can go watch it and see?
Yeah, you should go watch this thing. It's called The Empire Strikes Back. It's unequivocally the greatest film ever made. There's a rapscallion rogue, a beautiful princess. There's a fucking furry-ass monster.
Oh, man.
They fly around in space. There's a bounty hunter. There's a fucking space knight Jedi fucking priest who's learning how to use a laser sword. And there's a little fucking lizard monkey in the swamp who teaches him how to do it. It's fucking amazing. You should check it out.
All right, Drew.
Fantastic.
Drew, you just got on my good side because first of all, we agree on a movie. Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie out there, but you also use the word that I am trying to. That is true, but you also used a word that I'm trying to bring back. I'm trying to get people to start using that word. And if Bleeker, if somebody can like clip it and send it to Bleeker when Drew said it, this to prove that it is becoming a thing, and that's rapscallion.
Rapscallion's always been a thing. I mean, it's like
I'm trying to bring it back. I'm trying to bring it back.
Add the cultural significance of rap music. A rapscallion is, it's top notch, top bar.
I'm trying to bring it back, but like people keep telling me it's not coming back. But if rapscallion's coming back,
I'm not only coming back. I don't think it ever went anywhere. Now on top of this, I just want everybody to know that I have watched Fan 4 Stick 3 times in the last month, and no, I'm not okay.
What is it called?
You've watched what?
Fan 4 Stick.
What is that?
Drew,
it's the Josh Trank Fantastic Four movie.
Drew,
with Miles Teller
Drew,
as Reed Richards.
Drew, you're picking up your voice.
What happened?
I hear him. I hear
okay?
Drew.
Do you hear me okay?
Yes.
Fan 4 Stick 3 times in the last month.
All right. Why do you call it Fan 4 Stick?
Have you ever seen the logo?
I guess. I don't know. The point is like I am there for Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan, and sometimes it's only on mute. So like
it might be the worst thing Michael B. Jordan's ever done. And
I'm sure they all have regrets. There are many regrets. There is not one. I have one thing in that entire movie that I genuinely like, and it is the scene of Doom coming down the hallway. He's genuinely menacing in that one moment. And then the entire movie is absolute trash all around it. It's just a dumpster fire.
There are so many things to love about this film.
Second question, too. Can Drew explain the Wolverine sketch behind him?
That's behind Cliff.
Yeah, I don't see a Wolverine.
Yeah, there's a Wolverine sketch cover.
Top row, right in the middle.
Top in the middle. Top side.
Dexter Vines.
There you go.
Dexter Vines.
Can you explain it?
Hey, it's a sketch cover from Dexter Vines.
Yes,
it's Wolverine
in
black and white. I believe it's a pen sketch, maybe markers.
No, he used pencil and then marker.
Pencil and marker. Yeah. Sketch by Dexter Vine, purchased by Cliff on Comics.
So wait, what's up? Did somebody just notice my Wolverine head sketch in the background?
Sycotron was asking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, on to Drew. Anything you want to promote?
I promote that you go watch Hereditary and tell Travis how fucking terrible that movie is.
Hereditary is not terrible.
Get out of here.
Oh my god, it's terrible. It
is not
awful.
terrible.
Awful. It's literally a half hour of what's happening Why is that kid so annoying? What's happening? Why is that kid
No,
so
no, no.
annoying?
Dude,
That kid is
you
dead,
just
and then
tried to
it's a haunted
defend Fan
house
Four
movie.
Stick. You have no legs to stand on.
What up,
I did
Rod?
not defend Fan Four Stick. I merely said that I watched it enough to look deep into the nooks and crannies to find something worthwhile. I have stared death in the face, and it looked at me back and it said, "Not yet." Watch
Look,
Fan Four Stick.
I'm not saying Hereditary is like movie of the decade or anything like that. I'm saying it's at least worth, 1 or 2 watches, not like other throwaway films like Fan Four Stick, which you watched way too much,
I'm gonna watch it again.
Good.
Just because you said that.
No, I feel compelled. It's like,
All right, so I'm going to bring up a movie now. Then, what do you think of The Substance?
Oh, that
I
was
didn't see
great.
The Substance.
You should see it.
I hear Demi Moore's naked in it, and it's not arousing.
Oh yeah,
so
but I
like it
think
would ruin a
Demi
lot of
Moore is
things
pretty
for
hot
me
in
at the
it,
same
but
time.
what's her name? Quarry is really gorgeous in it.
Yeah, but don't they like have like things bursting out of their spines and like, aren't they?
Yeah, that
creatures?
gets like that's all. It's a good movie, but I'll only watch it once. I'll never watch it again.
See, body horror, I think, is different than traditional horror, and that's one of the things that I liked about Fan Four Stick is when they come back from the negative zone with their powers, they're all horrible, terrible things happening to these people, and just imagine like being stretchy and not wanting to be stretchy. It sounds awful.
I mean, depends on the context.
It almost is as bad as if you watched Fan Four Stick for the 4th time, probably a month.
Tell you.
All right, you've said Fan Four Stick enough for me. Anything else, Drew? Before we move on to Tony,
Look, if anybody wants to watch Fan Four Stick to discuss it, with
I'm
me,
listening.
let's
All
go.
right, we're done. We're moving on. I'm done hearing about that fucking movie. Tony, what's going on with you, my man? Anything you want to promote?
I'm doing the train wreck on Thursday, which is going to be like I didn't get my books last week, so it's going to be 2 weeks of
double week
of books, and then it'll be the hangout, and everybody wants to hang out. I'm doing. I did another short story with Old Wolf. Came out Monday. I got another one coming out Monday. I don't know if any guys have been watching it. Look it up. It's a short. It's a short
Is this
story.
one Shark Week?
No. The first one was Shot Week. I have another one about a couch, and I have
fuck your couch.
What happened to that couch?
But no, check them out.
Just you got to tune in. He's not going to spoil.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like I give you all of me.
Let's give us a
I just give you
tidbit.
this much of me. That's as much as I give my wife too. But that's another story. Anyways, and so Thursdays I got the train wreck, and I got the short stories, and Sunday Sunday night I do D&D with White Whale.
Oh yeah, Tickles is back. Yeah, I missed you last week.
Yeah, that now you see why I don't have a lot of subs. What are you gonna do?
Well, I appreciate you jumping on as always, Tony. I know you're
Marcus,
busy.
more than you know.
I know you're busy on Tuesday night, so I appreciate the time that you give me. And
Well,
that is everybody, right? Yeah, that's everybody. All right, cool. Well, that's all I got this week. Thank you to everybody that jumped on the panel. I appreciate you guys so much. This show's nothing without you guys taking time out your day to come hang out with me. And of course, everybody in the chat that did the same as well. You guys kept it lit. I really appreciate that. And of course, everybody that's going to check it out on the replay, man. Thank you for coming through. Much appreciated. That's all I got this week, though. Until next week,